Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a huge financial win for Blumhouse. It's a huge win for the fans who just love seeing the world brought to life. But as an actual movie, well, I have a lot of thoughts. And today, we're doing something a little bit different because this is part one of a two-part series. Today we're talking about the filmmaking, the production choices, the writing, the directing. Basically the stuff that stops this franchise from being something I can proudly show to someone without them going, "Wait, what? You like this franchise?" Part 2 of this video will be where I go full fan mode, full law mode, and pitch everything I want from the story characters in FNAF Movie 3. But that's then, and this is now. So, we need to talk about how to actually fix these movies from a production standpoint because my God, they need work. I'm Conifer Slur and these are my free pitches to fix Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Number 3, more Matthew Lillard. Despite the murky Rotten Tom score, I think we can all agree on one thing. Matthew Lillard is the best casting decision this franchise has ever made. The second he appears on screen, the movie finally wakes up. Music, there's energy, there's charisma, there's actual danger. Meanwhile, a lot of the other performances are rough, and we'll get more into that later in this video. Now, some fans might roll their eyes at this pitch because, yes, logically, FNAF 3 should already be the Springtrap movie. After all, FNAF Game 3 is the Springtrap game. One killer animatronic, one central villain, one very angry bunny. But here's where my fear is. These movies love tweaking things. They love changing the lore just slightly and accidentally shifting the entire foundation of the franchise. And look, we can't pretend we don't also have other antagonists floating around. Puppet Vanessa, Michael Afton, and come on, we all know they're going to throw the Phantom versions into the prequel. So, this is my pitch, my plea, my public service announcement to the filmmakers. Do not let Springtrap get lost in the shuffle. Don't bury him under 10 other subplots. Don't turn him into a cameo. If you want FNAF Movie 3 to work, Springtrap has to be the star. If you treat him like the main Avenger that he is, the whole movie will just get automatically better. Number 2, new screenwriter and new director. This is the pitch I thought I would get burned alive for saying, but honestly, I've seen enough fans who have now said the same thing that I feel safe. We need new creative leadership. Let me be clear, we love Scott Cawthon. FNAF exists because of him. Nobody understands this universe more deeply, but I do not think he can write movie scripts. I'm sorry, the dialogue is painful. The tone jumps all over the place. Scenes feel like they're stapled together. And the plot holes, oh my God, the plot holes. Let's take one scene as an example. What about that date scene between Mike and Vanessa? Why are these two dating? What do they even like about each other? They're two of the most miserably depressed people imaginable, and we're supposed to buy them as a couple. Where is the chemistry? Where's the warmth? Where is any personality beyond sad and traumatized? And honestly, on that note, could you tell me anything about Abby as a character beyond I miss my friends? What does she want? What does she fear? What is her personality? The writing is not doing these characters any favors. And no, the director is not safe here either. Let's talk about Emma Tommy because the director is part of the problem here too. She's not getting strong performances out of the cast. She's not shaping the tone. And she does not seem interested in giving these animatronics any sense of wonder or presence. I mean, the yellow rabbit in the opening scene is just kind of shown all of a sudden at the back of the pizzeria. Could we not tease this a little bit more? Shoot him to look like a real threat. Slowly reveal him more and more. Build tension. Bring horror to the character. The perfect example of an underused animatronic is Mangle, one of the first things revealed in the marketing. 13 puppeteers. Absolute movie magic. Fans were dying to see it on the big screen, and when it shows up, it's kinda nothing. There's no moment, no mystery, no terror, no cinematic punch. Feel like the average moviegoer who's not a fan of this franchise would leave the movie theater without any real impression of Mangle at all. And that's a damn shame. All of this is to say that I don't really understand the direction of this franchise. So, here's my pitch. I wouldn't remove Scott entirely, that would be nuclear. But I would bring in a proper co-writer, someone who understands film structure and dialogue. Let Scott guide the law, not the script. And yes, I would remove Emma Tommy as director entirely. Bring in someone new. FNAF needs someone who can juggle tone, build tension, direct act, and showcase the animatronics with actual spectacle. Because yeah, the Jim Henson Creature Shop did a great job on them, but in the movie, there's no wonder. These movies deserve better than what happened last time was really bad. Oh yeah, I'm really sad about that. Hey look, Circus Baby. Number 1, a horror identity crisis. Okay, this is my biggest one. I'm not one of those people yelling for an R-rated FNAF. I don't want buckets of gore. I don't want kids locked out of the cinema. FNAF should be a gateway horror franchise, but surely we can do better than this. Right now, the franchise has no identity. Music at times, it wants to be a gloomy trauma drama. At times, it wants to be a goofy comedy. At times, it wants to be a supernatural ghost story. At times, it wants to be a slasher. At times, it wants to be a campy throwback. But it never commits to any of them. So, when it does end up doing that, it feels like interruptions instead of the backbone of the movie. Scenes constantly stall momentum. Lore dumps take over, and the movie never fully lets itself be what it should be. Horror, because, that's the entire reason this fandom exists, right? The reason why we even have lore now is because the first game was successful because it was a fun horror game. It was tight, scary, simple, clean, focused with an identity. These movies have nostalgia and lore, sure, but they don't have a vision. So, here's my pitch, my plea, my one big demand. Commit, pick a lane. Pick one horror tone and build the entire movie around it. It doesn't need to be blood and gore. Let's forget that. It needs a personality. It needs confidence. And if FNAF really is the Springtrap movie, then this is the perfect chance to finally decide what the franchise actually wants to be. Like I said, the FNAF fandom, all of this now exists because the first game was fun horror. And I think the FNAF movies need to remember that. So, those are my 3 pitches to fix the FNAF movie franchise. But what about you? What would you change? What's the biggest thing you would improve before we walk into FNAF 3? Drop your ideas down below because the best one and the wildest ones will be spotlighted in part 2, where we go full law or full fan mode and talk about everything we want to see next. If you love FNAF content breakdowns, theories, and slurp pitch videos, hit the subscribe button because there is so much more coming. And if you missed it, check out our FNAF 2 opening scene breakdown right now. I'm Slur. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. What did we just watch? That postured scene didn't just tease the next movie. It set up the most terrifying monster in this entire franchise. Springtrap is here. Oh boy, let's break this.